This is Yuri,
man,
and we're here to show you some more Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, which comes out this summer on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Today we're going to be looking at Trish, who has not been a playable character for some time. She was most recently playable in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and previously playable in Devil May Cry 2, which is kind of a lifted a lot of things from Dante in DMC4, I guess, and so this time you're seeing her with a much more robust and unique moveset. Super fun, flashy character. And yes, good times.
And can we show?
We can show what? Yeah, let's go ahead and show her instead of telling you about it.
Yes, but before, rules?
Couple ground rules.
Yes.
We're here to talk about Trish today. We talked about Virgil already last week, so if you missed that, we'll put the link in the chat. Next week we'll be doing Lady, and then we'll do recap streams for Dante and Nero, who are basically the same as they were in the PC version. So yeah, keep it focused on Trish, please, in the chat. Please don't spam the same thing over and over. We'll try and address as many questions as we can. Some things just can't be addressed, but we'll try.
Yeah, I'll be copying the questions, so if you ask something right now and you know, we don't get to it right away, your question is going to be copied here on a separate file, and then I'll be asking Greg, and just like we did last week with Virgil. So.
Third, this is very important. Please don't be impolite to your fellow chatters or to us. It was awesome last week. You guys were great and a pleasure to hang out with. We want to keep it that way, so please. And lastly, 4, if you came just to ask about a disc release in the West, we did already respond to that, and we have a link if you want to see the response.
Yeah, I'm going to post all the rules here in the chat. Rule number 5, get motivated.
Yes.
Like last week.
Although Trish
let's go to the game
so much. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so here we are looking at the Bloody Palace startup screen. I'm going to give you a little glimpse of her power-up section.
Oh, Greg, I've seen this question already come up here. We're keeping costumes secret for now, or when are we? Yeah,
I don't have the go-ahead to show off costumes yet, unfortunately. We'll eventually show those off. It'll probably be via the blog, but for now, we're just going to use the defaults. I will say that the costumes are rad for each character. There are costumes for each character, as well as like skin, more basic, like I guess you call it palette swaps. But we'll get into that later. So for now, brief overview of Trish. So she's got the Sparta sword, this big honking alien-looking sword from Papa Sparta. And as you may know, in Devil May Cry 4, the more moves you have, the more expensive all the other ones get. So now that I've maxed out everything looks super expensive.
Yeah.
And I also have maxed out my orbs and proud souls. So she's got her bare knuckle moves, basically just punches and kicks that can be charged up like the gauntlet weapons for other characters. Where was I? Yeah, and you can see they have this sort of lightning effect. She's got the Pandora, which is the magical briefcase of sorts that shoots things.
Alright.
She does have a double trigger, in which she puts on sunglasses and kicks some butt. And like all the characters, she does have enemy step. I think that's important to highlight. She does have a air hike as well, which is a double jump. And she also, I don't know if you saw this, but with bare knuckle she has Spark, which is one of those moves where jumping hurts the enemy, and you can actually even sort of launch them, as you can see she's doing there. So that combined with the double jump is pretty cool. But let's go ahead and get into the actual game.
Show us some cool stuff, Greg.
I will say that, so I think Trish is particularly welcoming for newcomers because she doesn't have to deal with weapon switching with L2, R2. She basically just has access to all her weapons at once. It's cool because she still has 4 weapons at her disposal. She's got the pistols, she's got the Pandora, she's got the Sparta sword, and she's got her mitts. And give a basic overview of how I'm doing all that. So the pistols, which are called Umbra and Luce, just square, as with Ebony and Ivory. To do the Pandora moves, you hold lock on and then hit forward and hold square, or hit back and hold square. Or this one uses a little double trigger, but if you hit back forward square, and you can aim all these up and down.
Or left and right.
And this one you can aim left and right. Go. Uses some double trigger, but super satisfying. You can do that mid combo.
Amazing. So yeah, that was there was already a question about the Pandora itself. Is Trish's version of Pandora? This is Dante is a genius asking. Is Trish's version of Pandora the same as Dante's, or is it different move-wise? I think you're just
so it's a more limited move set. She basically has the forward shot, which can be aimed, back one, which does a spread shot, and then the laser beam I showed a minute ago.
Right. Nice.
So let's see. She's also got Sparta, and this is all circle button. So that's her basic combo, 3-hit combo. She's got a pause combo, 1 pause, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did an extendo blade there. Looks like a charge axe, or not a charge axe, a switch axe. Sorry.
Yeah.
And let's see what else. She's got a launcher. If you hit triangle circle together, she's got a launcher, and then she can do an aerial rave. And this is really important. So when you lock on and hit forward and circle, she does a round trip. She tosses the sword out. And on the upper left, you can see there's a cooldown meter. That shows how long until the sword comes back. Of course, if you don't want it to be out that long, you just hit circle again at any time, and it'll come right back to you. You can just like do that, like instantaneous
a cool move, right?
Toss it out and bring it back. And there's bound to be cool ways to experiment with that. Meanwhile, if you lock on, hit back in circle, she does this sort of buy-in move, pulls enemies inward, which is almost kind of like the Aquila buy-in in DMC. And you can actually buy in multiple enemies with that move. So in the air, she's got the aerial rave, and she can also do the round trip or the buy-in in midair. And that's cool because you can do buy-in and then aerial rave. Okay.
Cool.
So then she's got her bare knuckle. So she's got basic combo there.
Oh.
Not so basic. In fact, the last strike is using her Sparta sword. You can actually charge that up. Ooh, 2 levels. And then I'm just mashing triangle, and she just keeps those things coming out. Let's see. So you've got a pause combo. That's 1-2 pause, and then just spam forever. Spam longer than you think you should be, and then the combo just keeps going, as with that golf swing. Really satisfying when you pull it off, but obviously there's some long animation time, so you want to be careful when you use it.
The chat is going crazy with that.
And you can mix those up. I don't know if I showed this. You can charge the moves, like I said.
Oh, like the Beowulf?
That looks very difficult to do. Boom. Okay, now she's also got, this is called the Rolling Thunder. It's basically like the lunar phase. And you can do that in the air as well.
Nice.
She's got the Inazuma, which is a dive kick. Anything, and you've seen this in Marvel, but anything that gets trapped in these little strands of electricity will get suspended where they hit the strand, and then you can follow up with aerial rave or whatever you want.
I think that was a Zero move in Marvel, not Trish. I don't remember.
Did Trish not have that?
I don't remember Trish doing that.
It feels so familiar. Maybe my natural kinship with Trish. You can
that's definitely
cancel into the Inazuma at basically ground level. Like I said, she does damage when she jumps. Again, these are all abilities you have to buy. So,
Greg, let me know when you're ready for questions. I have about 8, 10 of them copied.
Let me just get through the moves first. She's got a launcher. That's important. So she can launch with bare knuckle or with her sword.
So how do you do the other one?
So this is just your standard high time. So lock on, back, and triangle.
Oh, okay. So I saw some people concerned that the other one was 2 inputs. So
well, that's just. I mean, you just get used to that.
That's an additional one, right?
It's like if you're concerned with that, like how are you dealing with anything else these days? That you know, like you get used to it. You just do.
Well, I'm just saying, like, some people might have thought that the lock on back and then button was not an option for a launcher, but it is for this launcher. Got it. Okay.
Okay, so what else we got here? Oh yeah, this is super important, guys. So when you are doing round trip, you have access to different bare knuckle combos. 1, 2, pause. And when that punch connects, it's like the Street Fighter Ultra. She'll rise up with the enemy. It does big damage. Rise up. 1, 2, and you can charge that. Oops, I didn't do it. One more time.
You have to do it before the cooldown, right?
No, you just have to. Well, yeah. So you can charge that. And
nice.
this one is a crowd pleaser. sort of like the spinning bird kick, and it goes on for quite a while. So when you have a cluster of enemies trapped in the round trip and you're going spinning bird kick on them, it just looks bonkers, and you'll see it in a minute. But,
yeah.
She's also got a stinger. Oops. She's got a stinger move. This is lock on forward and triangle. And then lock on back and triangle. Let them have it. Nice area of effect attack.
Do any of those have just charge? I think that was one of them.
Oh man, that's something I don't know. I'll have to investigate that. That's a good question.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. No worries.
I'm gonna go ahead and fight some dudes because she's definitely someone you want to show off with enemies because a lot of her stuff is, you know, area of effect attacks and crowd control.
Nice. So let me go through some questions. Let's see. Related to gameplay. Does she have different styles or dodges like Dante? Like what's her evasive?
No, she's just got your standard roll. You know, she's more about offensive defense in my mind because she's got like this thing will stun so many enemies at once.
Yeah.
And like you know, like unlike most of the other characters, she doesn't have a super convenient way to close the gap by moving herself like a stinger. She does have the thing when you have the round trip out, you can do this, but it doesn't take her very far. Instead, you're going to be relying a lot more on pulling the enemies to you.
Ah. Interesting. People want to see some taunts, by the way.
Okay. Oh, God.
Yeah, so I guess you just answered the questions from Bob LeBlanc. If you have a stinger, Das Crimson, and other people are asking for the taunts.
Try and...
let's see. So, a question from El Saim 94. Do any of the new characters have their own battle themes?
That's another thing I don't know off the top of my head. I know that there was music created for Lady Trish, but I don't know in what capacity it appears in the game.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh. I think this was asked last week. The Tourcross is asking, can you turn off timer and bloody palace?
Yeah, to my knowledge, you cannot, but it also hasn't been a problem for me ever. So.
Yeah, it's pretty lenient.
It's quite lenient, and you get more time as you go, obviously.
And I see here James YTP is asking about the minimum graphics card for this. So I think like PC spec stuff, is that something you're gonna be sharing in the vlog?
If it's not on the Steam page yet, then
okay,
we'll have it later.
So let me check the Steam page.
I'll try and do taunts more.
Yeah.
Something I'm not. What is MLG? Are you insulting me or is that a compliment?
Major League Gaming?
Oh. Thanks, guys. I mean, it's nice when you're like the only person playing the game, so you don't have anyone.
He is the best one here.
It was a great 15 minutes where I was the best DMC Definitive Edition player in North America. So her pistols, I think, are the quickest way to decloak these dudes, if you're concerned.
Oh man, this is... Yeah, I saw some people mentioning earlier the Zero May Cry, which was that Zero Dante Virgil team in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah, with those loops, with the thunder there. What is it called?
Scoops of loops.
These
where are you?
do something. The dive kick. All right. that. Okay.
All right, so something I like to do here is use that damaging jump to stop these things in their tracks.
Ah.
Anyone else? Oh. Still? Oh my god. One resilient sword. That one's definitely a devil arm.
Yeah, I don't think the CC requirements, spec requirements are on the Steam page yet. Or at least I wasn't able to find it, but we will make sure to add that to that page.
Yeah, they may be waiting for pre-orders, assuming that's a thing.
Right. Okay, so more questions. What bonuses? This is from X. What bonuses does Trish get in her Devil Trigger? Extra damage, speed increase, health regen, remove.
Yeah, I believe she gets speed and damage. She also heals, as far as I recall. I always do it for the buffed pistols.
Oh, okay.
The description says all of her, it electrifies all her attacks, but many of them are already electrified. I don't know if I wanted to buy that guy in. He's very dangerous.
Talk. Oh man.
So, wait, let's confirm that you actually healed. I believe you do. Oh. Not healing. Oh wait, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, you heal as your tactic.
What? Is that it? Yeah, there's some nuance that is kind of there for the players to discover. They may not teach you on the beaten path, and you know the deal with not just Devil May Cry games, but all Japanese games. They're meant to be dissected.
All right. Oh boy, I'm dropping the ball.
I think that's
here. Very specific stuff coming up too. Okay, don't forget to use your S-style taunt over here.
Oh, I can't quite make out what she's saying there. Something ribald, no doubt.
Alright, let's get you to S. So you can
I'll
do
try.
the taunt. Hopefully it's something inappropriate. Oh yes. Oh, I was hoping for the God Hand style, where it just goes up the.
There we go. These guys are.
Nice. Oh wow.
Oops. Gotta work on my placement a little bit.
Oh, you almost got hit by that sword.
That's fine. We can take it. Oops.
Ah, killed it.
Oh!
Ah!
Didn't even see it coming. Alright.
Good luck.
This is weak to... These guys seem particularly weak to any manner of spin move, I've noticed. Whoop! I love that when they try and counter you, if you just jump at them. Huh.
What does that do?
Completely interrupt. Well, because her jumps do damage. She can, it just works really well in that particular situation.
Wow! I'm sorry, that caught me by surprise. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. The point is, guys, this is like one of the most fun games ever made. Like I don't even know why I'm bothering to show you.
If you know this already.
I mean, I'm showing you to tell you that, but like, you should buy this game. It's really good. I mean, something I want to stress is I'm not required to stream these games. I do it, like I volunteer to do these streams because I like to show awesome games. So, you know. If there's a 5-week streaming campaign, it probably means I'm into it.
I know, right?
Ah!
Oh, man. Okay. All right, let's get some more
I
questions.
think I got him. Oh, you know, I wanted to show you guys, but when she goes into Devil Trigger, she actually, like, sunglasses just kind of appear. Oh. Okay. Anyone know what just happened? Oh, man. Killing my jive here.
All right, Greg, question about the game itself. Dom24 1986 is asking, in the story, Trish gives Sparta away, so why doesn't she have Alistar and Siegfried? About the lore of DMC.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a canonical answer there. If they were just like, this sword is rad. I'll try. I mean, I'll try and find out, but I don't know. Yeah. All right, this is definitely a spinning bird kick moment. Sorry, that's not actually the name of the move.
God. Wow. So when you get to S rank, we want to see that song. Watch out for that sword.
Oh man, I still wasn't watching that.
You still didn't get. Wow, it's hard to get to S rank, huh?
What is the name of that move? I feel bad calling it spinning bird kick this consistently. Electrical
dance.
Electrical dance.
Wow. All right. Electrical dance bird kick.
When we hit 430, I think I'll switch to mission. I wanted to actually show off a little Legendary Dark Knight mode as well because it's super bonkers, and especially with her having so many area of effect attacks and being so flashy, it's just nutso. And it's great because the game still runs at 60 FPS. I mean, with like just a silly number of enemies on screen.
Ooh. So, question from Dodge Crimson FKR. Does she do air raid like in DMC2? And I think other people are asking this. Oh yeah, Platinum Conquest. Trish used air raid while Devil Trigger like in DMC.
You're talking about striking lightning from the sky?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
just
no,
said air raid.
Yeah, no, there's no flying around shooting lightning. If that's what you're talking about. Although she can practically fly all the time.
Okay, and then two related questions here from Arcane Magic and Dom. Does Trish have any moves from DMC Devil May Cry? And Arcane Magic specifically asking if borrowing moves from Osiris. Is that also a side?
I mean, I don't know if there's any direct influence. I know that, you know, Itsuno-san mentioned with Virgil, there was direct influence from DMC. no one said anything about that being the case for Lady Trish. This is a blitz.
Okay.
He's my mortal enemy.
People are asking to go fight with the blitz.
Really?
Getting
I have so much trouble with these dudes. Oh, man, I don't even have the... He's not even red. He will probably kill me. So, have it. Oops.
I'll let you focus. One question. Oh, and there it is.
Who knew he could teleport? Alright, that's fine. That's
OP.
fine. Cut out.
Yeah, it's 4:27 now, so if you want to start gearing up for the next one, I'll try to pull some more questions.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to show off a little LDK.
Legendary Dark King. Knight. Okay, so a question about DLC stuff. I've seen like a bunch of questions here.
Remember what I said about not being impolite, guys. Remember what I said.
The game's not even out yet. You get a timeout for being impolite. Okay, so yeah, question about DLC stuff. Should we? People want to know if there's anything like what are the plans for DLC? Is there costumes or something besides costumes?
No, we haven't. No, there's
We
no
haven't
announcements.
announced planned. We haven't.
Nothing has
announced
been announced.
Okay. All right. So that answers a couple of them. Very specific here. I don't know if you can test this.
Yeah.
Does she have inertia when she just charged the Inazuma?
You can't charge the Inazuma. Or do you mean? Oh, is it jump cancel?
Oh, jump cancel. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, JC. I thought it was.
Good question. I don't know if I'm capable of. Well, this is probably a bad place to test.
Oh man.
That is a good question. That might be one of those things that we have to lean on the community to discover. Although I'll try to. Now I'm just curious. I will try to investigate. So this is Legendary Dark Knight mode. This was in the PC version as sort of a bonus feature. This was not possible on consoles of the last gen because it throws so many NPCs at you at once. Yeah.
Shimson is like, yeah, that's the inertia thing on LDK, Greg. It's almost as if he's saying, I dare you. Oh, there's the Kappa. Oh, man.
But yeah, so this, along with Turbo Mode, were originally PC exclusives, but they're now in the console version coming out.
Yeah, now the consoles can handle all that.
And I would say like this mode is not purely a more difficult mode. At times, it's actually easier in some ways. Like it's a lot easier to get your style rank up because you're constantly hitting something. You know, so it's just kind of like an over-the-top crazy mode, and it it just makes the game feel very different. It's almost like a Sengoku Basara kind of thing, where you're fighting humongous waves of enemies. Gives you even further soul kaikan, as they say.
And the thing that they say is what?
I don't know, that's why I use the Japanese. But they call this type of game Sulkai Action, which means like, like, you call it like feel-good action, I guess. Action games that go for this very satisfying feel and like kind of over-the-top craziness. Let's see if I can... Where's that S time? Oh, I didn't know. This is not a great place to get a look at it, but... I mean, it's just a joy.
Wait, count now. Can you see now? The count?
Yeah, but I'm not.
May the Savior be with you.
I'm not at S anymore.
Oh, once you disengage combat. Yeah. All right. So question again, guys. I see all the questions. You don't need to ask them 15 times. Arcane magic. How many of Trish's moves are borrowed from Dante and Virgil? Is one of them here?
Sure. I don't know. I mean, you know, I think that there's definitely like some reminiscent moves overlapping across the characters, but within the context of the character you're using, they all like everyone's moveset feels like it's theirs. Like you don't feel like you're getting recycled stuff. At least I don't.
Right.
You know, and I think stuff like the electric attribute, the fact that enemies get stuck in her dive kick, it completely changes the way you use it, the way you play.
Of course. I didn't mean to be snarky there. I'm just saying, like I said before, I copy all the questions to a notepad and ask them whenever Greg has an opening to answer them, because it's kind of hard to answer questions and deal with 1,500 enemies.
That's all right. Yeah, toss another one at me. What do we
okay,
got?
Let's go. Let's see. Bloodhit, what's the gray bar between health bars and you? The gray bar over there. Right in the
I believe that is just decorative. That's just part of the
decoration.
Yeah, okay. I don't think that's an actual move. Unless you guys have seen it moving, in which case maybe I should put it.
Yeah. Let's see.
I got.
Well, maybe I missed one question or two, but I try to do my best to keep an eye on the chat.
I think I hit something. Well, it's certainly. She's not your grandpappy stealth. We call that the war.
Oh yeah, Lex, the Dante killer, says, looks like, do the lightning trails there. Well, yeah, because he pointed out, so I was asking again about the gray bar, but this time the one above the health bar, because it seems to have this lightning effect on it. Whenever you do something, whenever you do round trip, I guess.
I think it's just part of the. Yeah. Whenever you throw the sword out, that's just a little indicator to catch your eye, I think.
But they also pointed out that it seems as though you can only do 2 lightning things at once. Like the lightning trails. 2 at once on the screen.
I can try and find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the only way to do it. That's fair.
There you go.
It's tough but fair.
Yeah.
Ow. So I like this area because there's just such a silly number of enemies.
Yeah.
Here come the puppies. Sorry, dogs. And the blitz. This is alright. This is where I always get murdered.
Okay.
Trying to clear out everything else.
You know, I never played the Legendary Dark Knight. Going through the main game just recently. But, yeah. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so speaking of PC version, which that's where Legendary Dark Knight originated, Does the game have, does this one have new textures, or are you using the textures for that PC version? Or no at all?
The textures have been up-resed even since the PC version.
Okay. That was a question from Bionic Half-Buff. Alright. Ready for more questions?
Yep.
There's a request to see the from Dust Crimson, the question to see the idle animation. So
okay, I'll try and do that when it's a more appropriate time.
oh, I know. And then Stylish Demon Hunter wants to know the default chord.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wow. Once you
Ersky Blitz. You took my best years. Funny, he's like crawling pathetically, but he's so unstoppable otherwise.
Oh man.
Seriously, the Zinogre, oh my god. Making a monkey out of me.
Left the animation.
Left the party early. Oh god!
Alright, Vladislav, we said the PC specs, we don't have them on hand. We will be putting them on the Steam page near its release.
Okay,
Sorry
get away, get away. Kill someone else for me, thank you.
Okay, yeah, this game is kind of loud. Yeah, it's weird because like the Monster Hunter stream, the game was super low. You have to turn it up.
Well, you know, this rig gets used
magic.
for a variety of things, including audio recording. And inevitably, the levels get tweaked per project. All right, well, that went better than expected, to be honest.
Okay, so idle animation, please.
Okay, yeah, here we go. It's a good time for it. Just idling around. Checking her nails. And the other hand. Yep, still there. There you go.
Okay.
This is a walking animation.
Oh yeah, they wanted to do a slow walk as well. I mean, can you control the camera?
That's what Trish looks like when she's walking. When she's running.
When she's about to miss her bus, what does she look like?
She's like, round trip!
And then pulls the bus.
Oh no, I was gonna take that bus on a round trip! Guess I better buy it back in.
Oh man. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Wait, don't go.
Okay, so can you show the control diagram?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So...
Meanwhile, questions from Hot Star. Does Trish have any unique mechanics like Nero has Exceed and Dante has Style Changing? I think the answer to that would be all the electric attacks.
Well, I think that, you know, I guess the equivalent would be the sword throwing mechanics.
Right.
The fact that gives her access to new combos. Yeah, so... I mean, I guess I went over this verbally earlier, but yeah, melee is triangle, gun is square.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I didn't. Jump is X, Sparta's circle, double trigger is L1, lock on R1. Taunt with the left side of the touchpad. Change targets with L3.
Yeah, so pretty simple control. The R2, L2 are not used because she doesn't have to switch weapons.
She don't even need them.
Yeah.
But I think you'll find, you know, she's still a super deep character. There are no characters that are not deep in this game.
Right.
I do think Dante is still kind of the master class, jack of all trades character.
But maybe she's a little more approachable.
But she's I think more approachable.
Especially for newcomers.
You know, if you're new to the game, or if you just don't feel like doing lots of switching on the fly.
Yeah. All right.
It's all there.
Arcane Magic asking, how's Trish damage compared to Dante or Virgil? I think both that she deals or takes damage. I don't know, like questions like that, I think, I don't know if Greg, you've been investigating, you know, comparing moves, how much they feel, how much they
yeah, I don't know, like, I mean, it's a fair question. I just, yeah.
Well,
I don't quantify it off the top of my head. I mean,
right.
That's kind of one of those things where, like, I'm hoping people will gloss those discrepancies from the gameplay they're seeing.
Right.
People that want to win.
Okay. Alpha Pepperoni is asking, how about Pandora Laser plus round trip and also possible?
Man. Wait, say again?
Pandora Laser round trip. So maybe you need to
while you're using the laser, you're basically married to it. You can't do anything else. You could be like, well, let me build up some trigger here.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Because it does use the Pandora laser uses some triggers.
Right.
Double trigger as well as the round trigger.
Right.
So you could be like, wait. Round trip and go round trip and the laser. Yeah, so you could round trip a bunch of dudes on the ground so that they're all trapped, and they're all like in a cluster, and then laser them from space.
Wow, pretty awesome.
So do that when the game comes out this summer.
Lower game audio already.
Man, still?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So turn it down even more. Yeah, I mean, everybody asking for DLC or extra content that have not been revealed. We're not about to reveal any of it. We're not about to talk about basketball. So we're here to talk strictly gameplay, questions, subjective opinion of what does Greg think about TV. Stuff like that.
I mean, you know, I'm here to show off the combat mechanics.
Yeah.
Answer what I can, but
for all your DLC related questions, please go to the blog or maybe a press release or something. We don't do that here on the Twitch stream. This is one of our practices. Okay, so this Zero May Cry number 9 is asking, does Trish have charged shots?
She does not, but the Pandora moves work by holding the shot button. So lock on and then forward or back and hold shot. Obviously, you don't have to hold it very long.
Oh, but can you hold it down though?
Yeah, like I showed before, you can hold it down and then actually aim up or down. Cool. Up or down, and then with the laser shot, you can actually aim up, down, left, or right.
Right. Yeah. Got it. Okay. All right. More questions here.
Am I at a boss?
I
don't remember.
So this
it's been so long since I've gotten this one. All right.
Guardian D is asking, does Trish have any double trigger only moves, or double trigger only regular combos?
No, just like I said, I find that the most useful thing is the Umbra and Luce becoming electrified. Right, just makes her gun have a lot more fight.
And X uses EV. Is this the same Legendary Dark Side mode from PC version? DMC4, meaning the same monsters spawn in the same areas and have adjustments that they
have adjustments been made to Legendary Dark Knight mode?
Yeah.
Not to my knowledge. I believe it is as is.
How about the game in general while we're at it?
So there's a few things they've added. I mean, minor things. You know, like auto-saving is now in there. They've adjusted the number of orbs and crowd souls you get so that it's a little easier to upgrade your character than it was before.
Right. Okay.
And like the dice game, it's now easier to, you know, sort of roll the thing you're trying to roll, so it's a little less tedious. There's also tweaked trophies and previews.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, the 4 predates trophies on PSN, so those are new. But they've also added some achievements to reflect the new content. Wow, that was cool.
Yeah, I think that was a question here from my right. Really long name. Sorry, can't say it. Will the game have achievement trophies and magic? So I guess that.
Yep.
Steam.
They're just Steam achievements.
Yeah.
Steam achievements.
Okay. Fantastic Planet. Thank you. Saying, I've seen enough. Day 1. Thanks.
Yeah, it's like some people don't like to have it spoiled. It's like you see enough to convince you to buy it.
Okay, so CLMTY is asking if we can go back to Blade Power.
You know, I would love to, but I guess we
have
yeah.
12 minutes. Let's go.
12 is pushing it. I've got to.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and
have a thing. Okay. Let's see here. Lex Dante Killer is asking if you want to test for inertia, you could do a dive kick. You could dive kick a launched enemy and then mash guns to see if she moves backwards, I believe.
Dive kick and then jump, cancel, and shoot.
Yep.
That's what I had in mind. I just okay. I will try.
You can do that later, maybe.
Well, I'll try.
Yeah, we can try it. Launch thing.
I'm gonna up my game doing these streams. I think. Yeah, these guys.
It seems like you go through it.
Well, really. That's.
I see. Huh.
That's just me missing the window. That almost looked like it, didn't it?
Oh, I didn't see. I was looking at the button.
I can't tell if I'm...
Alright, again guys, we have not announced the release date or price yet. Hang tight.
Yeah, I know you guys are eager to know when you play this and stop watching me play. That almost looked like inertia, didn't it?
Yeah, there's a thing yeah.
Missing it.
Are you guys trolling me? Because it's like super soft on our ears over here, the game. People saying so loud. I've turned it down like super low now. Unless it's picking up from a different source that we're not controlling. I will investigate. And in the meantime, Hotstar is asking, does Trish have any defensive games?
Like I said before, she you know, she can do the basic evasive roll, which you lock on, hit left or right, and jump. But in general, you'll be focusing a lot more on offensive defense using the round trip to stop enemies in the tracks, and doing area of effect attacks to keep enemies at bay. And then this thing is usually good for protecting your hiney.
Okay, so will owners of DMC4 on Steam get at least a small discount for special edition? That was one question.
That again is something that we would have to announce via the blog. I don't know if you call it an announcement, but it would be promoted via the blog. Right now, there's no offer, but I've certainly seen that feedback. That's about all I can say right now. I don't want to promise anything, but
okay. There we go. And then you have a chance, Greg. There's a request from Revan X77 Can you see if that really long string has a slow motion effect?
This?
Yeah.
You mean when it connects?
Nice shot.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll show it again.
Okay.
Let me take out one of these dudes.
Nice.
Wow, he just vanished.
He was like, I'm out.
Yeah, she was like, I didn't know she had a sword. So there's like little freeze frames of impact, but
Nice shot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it slow-mo.
Right, right. Oh man, Daz Crimson and Dom have the same exact question and came out back to back. Do you have to unlock Trish and Lady, or do they come out from the get-go?
Well, so the Trish and Lady campaign works like the Nero Dante campaign. So you start as Lady, and then midway through the game you switch to Trish.
Okay.
But you can play as you can start any of the 3 campaigns from the get-go.
Oh, okay. So I just boot up the game, and then I have access to the
So Nero Dante, Virgil, or Lady Trish. And all 5 characters are playable in Bloody Palace. So you unlock that.
Oh, for that you need to
Just clear the game.
Yeah. Okay. So everything. Well, not everything, but the main meat of the game is unlocked right away. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Stick with it. But you guys are gonna be playing this game for hundreds of hours anyway, right?
Yeah.
What else are you playing?
Okay, more questions here.
Yeah.
If you can answer this, okay, Magic is asking. Trish, why doesn't Trish have weapon swap like Dante, Virgil, Lady?
Well, that was part of the base concept. Is they wanted a character that didn't have weapon swapping, that just had all her weapons available, you know, at arm's length, as it were.
Yeah.
You know, just the.
Well, it's similar in the case of Nero too, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true. And you know, it's just about having a bit of a more welcoming entry point for newcomers. But you know, it's not really out of sacrifice. I still think that like she'll provide dozens of hours of enjoyment for pro players. There's lots of depth to explore. I mean, things like inertia and fancy jump canceling and using. Like, I want to see what people do with this. Summoning it back right away.
Yeah. What interesting properties does it have?
There's just a lot to mess around with, but the idea is that the base level mechanics are not so overwhelming for people. You know.
Okay. So the Alien Force 26, are Dante and Nero getting anything to do? Weren't they perfect already?
No, they are as they were in the PC version. I know some people saw some crazy max act jive in some of the gameplay coming out of Japan. They informed me that was basically there were some elements that were tweaked between the console version of Vanilla 4 and the PC version, and it had to do with Super Nero. So Super Nero not only has infinite double trigger, but max acts every single attack. And I think what happened was, you know, he must have done 2 streaks in a row, and it happened so fast that it looked like one long animation or something. But yeah, the producer confirmed that they did not tweak.
Wait, does it max act naturally, or do you still have to hit the button at the right?
I believe it just does it automatically.
Wow.
It's just like, I mean, that's why I call it super. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, like God mode kind of thing.
Right.
Anyway, I think that's a pretty good cutoff place.
We had other questions. I'm sorry we couldn't get to them. I think like stuff like as fast as guns can be fired.
See how fast they can be fired.
Yeah. There you go.
Pretty much as fast as you can hit it.
Is Trish going to be relying on jump canceling as much as Dante?
I think that's really up to the player. I don't think Dante relies on it if you don't want him to, you know. And same for Trish. I mean, I like to do it because it makes me feel cool. But I don't, you know, they certainly don't expect players to master that just to play through the game.
Can you transfer save data between the original file, your original DMC4?
No, you cannot.
No. And does everyone share the same amount of red orbs and proud souls, or?
Oh, that's a good question.
We'll have to investigate.
I think, well, so like in vanilla, the way it worked was you get when you switch to a new character, you get a number of proud souls equivalent to how many you had earned overall with the previous character. I believe that is as is.
Just pointing out something else. Okay, yeah, that's. But we'll still verify that, right?
Yeah, I'll make a note of that.
Okay, cool. And I think that's it. Again, release date and pricing will be announced later, before the game comes out, I guess.
Yeah.
You want to go back on camera?
Yeah, please. So that is Trish. Thank you guys for tuning in again. This was a lot of fun. We'll be back next week, Wednesday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, to show off Lady, who is another one of the new playable characters. She's quite different from the other one. She's very gun-focused, but also a lot of fun. Yeah, that's it for today. You can always ask us questions by hitting us up on Capcom Unity, and we'll try and feel what we can. But thank you guys again for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.